What if I told you it only takes 15 minutes in the morning to increase your testosterone but also fix your dopamine levels? I've done some crazy morning routines, but I've found over time the simpler they are, the better they are. Therefore, if you're a man looking to improve your life, looking to start the day the right way, the first thing you need to do is get morning light into your eyes. Now that I'm living in a condo without a balcony, I'm realizing how much this is impacting my day, but also my ability to do certain things. When you get into sunlight straight away, it tells your brain it's time to go, let's get on it. But when you don't get that sunlight into your eyes, your brain's a little bit about, are we here, are we there, do we start or don't we start? But by getting sunlight into your eyes straight away, it will activate something in your brain telling you it's the morning and it's time to go. When I used to hear about this online and I saw Andrew Huberman talking about it, I thought this one thing can't be that effective, but it really is. Even if you live in the West, I used to live in the UK, getting a little bit of that natural light into your eyes will make a massive difference on how you feel, but also what you want to do. I've even tried to open my curtains and let some natural light in. That doesn't work. You've literally got to go out and get that light into your eyes. Now you can buy some products online which provide that specific light, but this getting light into your eyes first thing in the morning is crucial for your mood, but also your dopamine levels. Now you either jump on your phone, watch something on social media, and your dopamine levels go up, down, all over the show. After 10 to 20 minutes of that, you don't want to do anything. You feel mentally drained without knowing it. That's why you've just got to get into the sunlight and let your dopamine levels rise naturally, but also reach the level they should be at. You do that for 15 minutes every morning. I promise you, you will feel different. The second thing you need to do during these 15 minutes is practice boredom. We are constantly being overstimulated, whether it's phone, food, porn, women, dating apps, social media apps, YouTube, whatever it is. We're constantly being overstimulated, and this is stopping us from having the ability to do certain things. The gym feels hard, working on your business feels hard, sitting with your family feels hard, meeting people feels hard, talking to random strangers feels hard. Everything feels hard because we're constantly being overstimulated by our phones. That's why for those first 15 minutes in the day, you've got to just practice doing nothing. I never thought I'd be on the internet promoting boredom and practicing how to be bored. It's actually making me laugh, but it's such an important skill in today's world because we are so overstimulated with technology. Practicing boredom is something I do throughout the day. When I practice boredom, I'm more creative, I'm more productive, I get ideas out of nowhere. I'm able to do so much more. Practicing being bored for those first 15 minutes of the day will give you the energy and the desire to do those important things. Whether it's working on your business, going to the gym, working on your self-improvement, learning something new, even reading a book. Practicing being bored will give you the power to do the boring things. They won't seem boring anymore. They'll actually seem interesting. That's why you've got to practice boredom first thing in the morning and throughout the day. If you're someone who's constantly being distracted, you're not able to focus, you're not able to get things done, you're finding it hard to do everything, I'd recommend you practice boredom at least 3 times throughout the day or before you're going to do those important tasks. If you do that, it will change how you feel, but also your ability to do those boring things. The third thing you need to do for those first 15 minutes of the day is practice breathing. I think since I started recording this video, I haven't breathed once and I can actually feel it. So now I'm just going to practice a little bit of breathing. Just by doing that, you'll hear that my tone has changed. I actually feel so much better. And all I've done is 2 deep breaths. Imagine I did some gentle deep breaths for 10 to 15 minutes. It will help you to relax, but also feel so good. Because a lot of us are now mouth breathers, we don't breathe the right way. Breathing through your nose is not only good for your health, but also it could potentially improve your facial structure. Research has shown that people who breathe through their mouth are more prone to mouth infections, chest infections, but also it ruins your facial structure. I want you to do a little experiment with me. I want you to get your phone, put it into selfie mode, or walk to a mirror right now. And I want you to look at yourself with your mouth open. And I want you to see how you look. Look at yourself with your mouth open. It's such an unattractive look. Now I want you to just close your mouth and bring your teeth together. How much more attractive do you look by closing your mouth? Breathing through your nose and closing your mouth makes you more attractive, but also there are so many health benefits. Like I just said, if you breathe through your nose, you're less likely to get chest infections, you're less likely to suffer with mouth infections, but also it decreases the chances of your teeth rotting. That's how important nose breathing is. The benefits don't stop there. When you breathe through your nose, you regulate carbon dioxide and oxygen properly, which means when you have the right levels of oxygen and carbon dioxide in your body, testosterone production is a lot easier. When you mouth breathe, you have higher levels of carbon dioxide in your body, which is not good for you. This increases stress in your body. When you have higher levels of stress in your body, you have higher levels of cortisol. When you have high levels of cortisol, it reduces your testosterone production. That's why it's so important you breathe through your nose. Not only for your looks, not only for your health, but also your testosterone production. 3 things by doing one simple thing. By practicing this in the morning and becoming more conscious and aware of it, it will help you to breathe through your nose and remind you to breathe through your nose throughout the day. I'm a terrible mouth breather. That's why I practice this every morning to ensure I breathe right throughout the day. Just then talking for the last couple of minutes, I don't think I took a deep breath. And I just took one now and I feel so good. Once you start to breathe right, you will feel better mentally, but also physically. But also you will get so many additional benefits. Nose breathing is so important. The 4th thing you can do during those 15 minutes is ice your balls. Yes, you heard me right, putting ice on your balls. Now, if you can cold plunge or have an ice tub set up every morning, you can do the first 3 things while you're laying there in ice or cold water, and you will have so many benefits. But cold plunging is not something everyone wants to do, or it's something that you may not have access to. I definitely don't have access to it. I have to go to a gym. So if I wanted to get those benefits first thing in the morning, I would ice my balls for 15 minutes. Why this is so important is because your gonads are important for testosterone production. Your nuts and your brain communicate with each other, and by having your nuts healthy, it will improve that communication, and when they communicate correctly, your testosterone production is a lot better. We wear tight clothes, we wear a lot of man-made materials, which is impacting our gonads. Our gonads are being overheated throughout the day. If you're wearing tight trousers, then you're wearing boxers. Just think about it. You're sitting down. There is no breathing. There is no air going to your gonads. They're getting a lot of heat damage throughout the day. If you feel like you have no energy, you have weak erections, your body doesn't feel right, you should try icing your balls. You don't have to do this for 15 minutes. Just 5 minutes of this every morning will just change how your gonads feel. But also applying cold ice bags to your balls can even improve your erection quality. By going into cold plunges, ice baths, or just icing your balls can give you better erections, better sperm quality, and it could also improve your testosterone production. Therefore, take 15 minutes every morning to start your day right. If you do, I promise you, within a matter of days, you will feel 10 times better. Now, if you're thinking of taking some risk or you're thinking of changing your life, you need to check this video out.